Hello everyone, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Thanks so much for joining me. Today I get to share with you a project for Gerda Steiner Designs using the Fall in Love stamp set. Cute little stamp set for fall, and this could actually probably be used for Valentine's Day too, but there's cute little couples. You get 2 owls, 2 little squirrels, and then 2 mice. I do have the coordinating dies, and the dies even come with a die that cuts out the tree, and the tree is very intricate and it die cuts beautifully. I just love that die. But I'm going to do some stamping, so I grabbed my mini Misty and a piece of Nina 80-pound cardstock. I'm going to ink up my images with Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I just went over them with my hand to kind of season my stamps a little bit. Sometimes you get a better impression when you do this with brand new stamps. But I want to first apologize for my lighting. My goodness, I'm filming this about 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm an early bird, and so the lighting's not the greatest, so I apologize for that. And then next I'm grabbed an acrylic block. I'm going to do some stamping. I'm going to stamp a few apples, and I did actually more than a few. I just went apple crazy. I don't know if it was lack of coffee or what I was thinking, but I only used 7 apples, and I think I just covered that entire panel with my little apples there. So crazy things happening here. And I also did one super funny thing that I'll talk to you as soon as I'm done coloring. But I'm going to zoom in, and then I am going to leave the caps out for you guys so you know what colors that I used. I'll play a little bit of music, little coloring music, and then I will catch you back as soon as I'm done. Okay, coloring is just about done. I'm just finishing up the owls here. Now, here's where I did the craziest thing, and it had me laughing so hysterically. But I left it in, and I still created my card because I didn't realize what I was doing until after I was taking pictures of the cards for Instagram and all that. But I grabbed R20, and I'm creating little rosy cheeks. And then I used my C1 for the little owl's eyes. But if you notice, I am actually adding rosy cheeks to my owl's eyes. Oh my goodness, I don't know what I was thinking. I am rosying up my little owl's eyes. Oh my gosh. The first owl kind of turned into like a little owl costume, and then the second one I showed my husband, and he said my owl looks a little bit like he has a bug, a little bit under the weather. But I just rolled with it because it did turn out really super cute. Just if you're planning on using the same colors, omit that R20 because you don't need rosy cheeks in your owl's eyes. Okay, back to the card. I'm going to take the coordinating dies and I'm just going to cut them out using my Big Shot. And I actually cut out all those apples also. Again, I only used 7 of them. So now we're going to create our background. So I'm going to grab some Distress Oxide ink. This is Tumbled Glass. And I'm using my my mini cloud stencil here. And I haven't used this stencil in a while, but every time I do use it, I'm always amazed at the clouds it creates. It creates some fluffy looking clouds. And I just love the stencil. Okay, background is done. Next I'll take a piece of Post-it tape and I just have a small strip here and I'll take my scissors and create a little hillside. I'm not going to use the positive hillside, I'll use the negative. We'll just place that in the bottom of our panel. And we're going to grab some more Oxide ink. This is Vintage Photo. We're going to go over the bottom, kind of heavy because I did bring those clouds all the way down to the bottom of my panel. We're going to cover those up. After I added Vintage Photo, we're going to grab some more Oxide ink. This is peeled paint. We're going to do a little two-tone shading with some greens and browns. So I'm just adding a little bit of green there. Okay, we remove our little Post-it tape and we have a nice little hill to ground our little tree on. And now we are going to cut out our panel. We're going to grab a stitched rectangle die and cut out a panel that's 4 inches by 5 1/4. And then I'm also going to grab a die for my stash, and it is a photo frame. We're going to die cut that out with white cardstock. Once all of our elements are die cut, we're kind of going to assemble our little scene here. I'm going to grab our tree, kind of figure out the placement, and then I want to tuck my photo frame at an angle inside the tree branches. I thought that'd be fun, something a little bit different. I'm just going to use my tape runner and kind of temporarily adhere them together, and then I'll add my little owls kind of temporarily. This way we can stamp our sentiment. I'm going to stamp my sentiment with some VersaFine Onyx Black ink, and I chose the one that says Fall in Love, which is so cute. I'll just ink that up and stamp that in the bottom of my photo frame. Wasn't sure where I wanted to stamp it, but I did end up bringing some of those tree branches over the photo frame. Okay, we're going to flip this over, add some foam tape all along the photo frame and the tree to give our panel a little bit of dimension. Once we have lots of foam tape behind here, we're going to remove the release paper and add this to our background panel. And I'm just making sure that the tree is all the way to the edge of the panel. We'll grab one more piece of foam tape and pop up our little owls and place them on the inside of our photo frame here. And you know, I think the little pink eyes don't look too bad. Okay, we're going to add our little apples. I did add some dimensional adhesive behind those as well. And you can see I only used 7 apples. The leftovers you could actually put in on the inside of the card if you make extra. But I'm going to go over my apples with Stella, give them a little bit of sparkle, and then I did go over my little leaves on the tree branches with some glossy accents, along with the little owl's eyes and the little nose. And then that's my card for today. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. Thanks for bearing with me with my little pink-eyed owls. But I wish you a fantastic day. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you're interested in any of the products, I will leave them down below in the description area. So it'll be nice and handy for you guys. We'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.